We're talking with NASA scientist Dr. Doug Morton on how NASA is actually using their really cool technology to track wildfires. Hey, Dr. Morton, how are you?
Good morning.
Well, you guys have really amazing views of active wildfires from space using all of your equipment. Let's take a look at those if we could, as you kind of tell us how many big fires you're tracking even today.
So NASA has 20 satellites that are constantly making measurements of the Earth. Our satellites are often the first to detect large wildfires that are burning in remote regions of the West and around the world. You can think about us as having the tallest fire towers around. Those active fires and the smoke plumes that we identify, that information is communicated directly to fire managers on the ground that have to think about firefighting and also about air quality impacts in the local region, and then how that smoke may spread and influence a much wider range of the country.
And those images are really high resolution. They're great to look at, even though our fire season here in central Texas has not been bad at all this year. Tell us how those big wildfires we were just looking at in other parts of the country and the world can still actually affect us in Texas.
Sure. Well, Texas, you guys may be taking a break, but someplace on the globe is always on fire. And NASA satellites provide a global picture of just how important fire is to those ecosystems and communities and our planet as a whole. This roll shows you the global extent of fire activity. And as a scientist, I take that information about fires and I combine it with our understanding of the smoke and dust aerosols that leave other parts of the planet to get a whole picture of how fires contribute to our changing planet. It's really those pieces and putting together the satellite puzzle with our most advanced climate models that keep scientists like me at the forefront of research here at NASA.
And we're fortunate to have scientists like you, sir. Now, the El Nino pattern that's officially over now, it brought us an incredible amount of rain here in Texas, but it really dried out the Amazon, and that makes wildfires down near the Olympics more likely. Tell us about how that might actually impact the Olympics.
So El Nino is still having a lasting impact for places like the Amazon, where El Nino means less rainfall during the rainy season. So NASA satellites that are tracking rainfall and another set of satellites, the GRACE satellites, that actually weigh water from space, can detect that this year is much drier than any other year we've been monitoring groundwater. And that comes from the fact that the region got less rainfall during the El Nino period, setting the stage for longer and stronger wildfires, fires that could even influence and impact the Rio Olympics and other parts of southern Brazil.
Dr. Morton with NASA, thank you so much for your work, and we'll stay tuned as we air the Olympics over on NBC later next week. Thanks again.
Thank you.